What's up, y'all? Michael here today with another video. I was gonna get to this yesterday, but I fell asleep. But we're here now. But I want to give a big warning. This is where it has to come down to political shit. I wasn't gonna do this, but the situation that's going on right now is forcing my hand into the situation. So I'm trying to understand. 4 years ago, from this very month, 4 years ago, mind you, it was okay to call the election rigged, saying it had Russian interference. But it's not okay to say that there was voting frauds. Now, that just means one thing, folks. It just means one thing. If you're Republican and your Republican is winning, meanwhile, every liberal hates Donald Trump. They will literally say he cheated to win the 2016 election because apparently him and Vladimir Putin have a good relationship. You really think Russia cares about the United States? Meanwhile, folks, we went to Cold War with them. You think they would care what happens in the United States? Y'all been trying to get this man out of office you all been wanting him to not run office since the video came out and said, I'm running for president in 2016. You've been going at him for 4 straight years now. Y'all impeached this man. Y'all liberals are soft pussies. That's spy. And if you think Joe Biden is going to save this economy and make it more better than Trump did, you're fucking tripping. All right. And yes, the election is rigged. Now, how I know what you're saying, Michael, how in the literal hell do you think it's rigged? Oh, yeah, let's look at what Joe Biden said just a moment ago. Thanks to Donald Trump. Shout out to Donald Trump for actually posting what Biden said.
We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
Okay, so he admitted it was voting fraud. So apparently I'm not allowed to repost this because apparently Joe Biden misspoke. He didn't mean it. He was meaning but if Donald Trump said that, we all be hearing it for months, possibly years. Look, I'm legally allowed to vote. I'm Republican. I've watched all three debates, and I'm not bullshitting you when I'm looking at this current situation right now that Donald Trump and Mike Pence are easily the two right people to be running for the next 4 years. Joe Biden and Senator Harris have no idea what they're planning. Joe Biden doesn't even know what his first name is. Joe Biden can't even spell shit. Joe Biden can't even spell shit, and that's who you want to spend your hopes and beliefs in the next 4 years. But it was perfectly okay with Obama. Meanwhile, how do I say this? Obama wanted to take away guns after the Sandy Hook shooting. He wanted to take the Second Amendment and piss all over it. That's perfectly fine. And he raised our taxes, mind you. He raised our taxes that we had to work our asses off day in and day out for him. He left our country wide open. There were ISIS threats, there were anonymous threats. Every 8 years, we had to sit back and watch this president make a mockery out of the entire United States. Now that Donald Trump is coming in, y'all don't like that shit. Well, let me tell you something. Excuse me. When Donald Trump banned flights from China with this whole coronavirus thing, Joe Biden simply called him a racist for doing that. Okay? Well, let me tell you something. We all know the coronavirus came from China. Okay? It's already been confirmed. No one can deny the coronavirus came from China. Donald Trump did the right thing and banned every single flight, mind you, to China. He didn't leave it open. And the reason he didn't want to say anything, because he didn't want us. Could you imagine a leader telling us about this and we're all panicking and we're all, well, oh, we should panic. Oh, we're going to die. You know, that's what a pussy president does. If I'm president, the first thing I don't want to do is my country to panic. I want us to stay calm and we're going to solve this shit together. He didn't leave our country wide open. All right. We only thought it was in China at first before it was worldwide. Now it came to America. And Donald Trump did the unthinkable and shut down the economy for about months. Then he reopened the economy because the economy has to keep rolling. Stores have to finish up. We have to move on with our lives, regardless of the cases. It is what it is with the cases. If they go up, so be it. If they go down, so be it. Life moves on no matter what. All right? We're in a deep situation here where we have to wear masks and stay 6 feet apart from others and wash our hands every time we touch something. For example, a doorknob. You touch a doorknob, you wash your hands. Now, you take out trash, you wash your hands out. You take a shit, you wash your hands. Yeah, I'm not, but it was you guys do these things anyway. So what is the big difference? What did you not wash your hands when you took a shit? Oh, and another thing. If you think Joe Biden would have saved our country, you tripping. Do you want to know what Joe Biden would have done if he was president right now and we all had Democrats running the Senate? Our country would be shut down. We'd be losing our jobs right now. We wouldn't be able to get food. We wouldn't be able to get toilet paper to wipe our asses with. We'd just be empty. And we are not like that. We are United States. We keep working no matter the consequences. It is what it is with this whole coronavirus thing. If you get it, you get it. If you've lost a family member, God bless. But at the end of the day, folks, you have to go no matter what. All right, just because your uncle died doesn't mean the economy just says, oh, let's hold hands together and shut down everything. It's not safe. Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. How do I say this? When George Floyd got murdered by an officer that apparently put his knee down, when George Floyd had bad history, okay, but now granted the cop should have done that, but you have to look at the facts. George Floyd apparently hold a gun to his pregnant mother. Now, granted, the guy should have not died. Look, the cops should have not done that to George Floyd, and y'all blame Donald Trump for that. And there were riots on the street. I can't breathe. Black Lives Matter. Oh, Donald Trump should do something. Donald Trump should just kill, execute all cops. Cop should be banned. Well, let me tell you something. Lots of black people in this country, or I should say, liberals don't like it's the epitome that if you wear something that's Trump related, they will beat your ass regardless. They will call you a racist. They will call you this and that. They will call you the epitome of a racist if you were to be a Trump supporter. That's why I kept it neutral when I went to California. That's why I kept it neutral when I went back to Illinois. The only time I was only allowed to wear Trump gear was in South Carolina, and we all know that's a Republican state. As far as this situation goes with the George Floyd situation, I could just say is if Donald Trump gets involved, you don't like it. Okay, y'all called him a racist for calling the Minnesota people racist. No, not racist. Thugs and etc. Now, let's take a little back around time with Baltimore going around. Okay, remember Obama was president. I think it was 2012. I think it was where the whole Baltimore thing was going with the cops. Oh, Black Lives Matter, no justice, no peace. Obama called them thugs and criminals. But if Donald Trump said, but let's rewind let's go back to now. When Donald Trump calls when Donald Trump calls the people in Minnesota thugs and criminals, y'all called them a racist. So that means Obama's a racist for doing that. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you're it doesn't matter if you're a Republican. They will criticize you regardless. That's what liberals do. Like I said, it was perfectly fine to say that Donald Trump was rushing had Russian interference 4 years ago, but we're not allowed to say this is voting fraud. Get the fuck out of here. And it's voting fraud. Let me tell you something. The fact that Joe Biden is leading the states that Donald Trump is leading is beyond me. Okay, Arizona, okay, we'll give them that. We'll give them that. Georgia, okay, what the fuck? Pennsylvania, okay, what the fuck? Georgia, okay, what the fuck? Michigan, okay, what the fuck? Folks, he was leading Michigan and Wisconsin. Now he lost those two states. You see what I'm saying? And apparently, dead people are considered voting now, even though it should count. But some states, dead votes don't matter because you want to know why, folks? It's Democrat. It's a Democratic state. The votes will count, and if it's in a Republican state, it's not going to count because they are trying their power to get Joe Biden in office, and that's a damn shame. You don't play favors here, bro. As far as this situation goes, let me make this clear and make this a statement. And I'm talking to that girl who I put in the firing range, Push Prodigy. If Joe Biden is in office, if they say Joe Biden won the election, it's not going to end well. Because you want to know why? There are tons and tons of lawsuits going around and tons of protests, which I am going to be participating in those protests here. Now, let me make that clear. If Joe Biden wins the election, it's not going to end well. If you really think Joe Biden isn't going to go to jail after this, You tripping, bro. You tripping, bro. Alright. But anyway, I'm not sure if you saw the title of this video. You know, I really don't do political shit. Political shit is probably the last thing I want to do on this channel, because I know mostly some of you all will agree with me, most of you all won't. Some of you will pay bots to dislike my video. Some of you will just say, hey man, it's just your opinion, I just respect your political beliefs. Trust me, bro, I didn't want to make this video until the situation forced my hand. Okay? If Joe Biden won fairly, so be it. But this I cannot defend. I can't defend. Joe Biden is cheating. And I know, and plus, people. When Donald Trump's son said people were wearing Harris and Biden's mask to the voting place, it was perfectly fine, which was totally illegal. When I was wearing my Trump hat, I was told to take it off, and I took it off. And I knew, and I didn't go in it. But if I had a Joe Biden hat, that would be perfectly allowed. Because you want to know why, people? The area I'm living in right now is mostly Democratic. As far as the situation goes, Donald Trump is going to run for the next 4 years. All right? You can hold me to it. But at the end of the day, folks, it all has to come down to court, and it's going to be figured out. And it won't go to Joe Biden. Because you want to know why, folks? He got caught cheating. And that's not fair. And that's not fair to Trump either. Because you want to know how much Trump gave into his life to protect our country? We haven't heard from ISIS in 4 years. We haven't heard beat from ISIS. But if Joe Biden was, we'd be getting shitload of beat from ISIS. All right, but anyway, that's it. That's all. Please go subscribe. As you know, my name's Michael, and I approve this message.